What is up, my viewers? Spang here, bringing you yet another World of Tanks gameplay commentary. You guys must think this is all I spend my time doing, is playing this game and bringing you commentaries, doing video editing, but as many of you know, this is not the only thing I do. I am currently in the Air Force. I just find time and use my free time. You know, I still have a life too. As you can see, we have a lot of Churchills on this match. And this is a match using a tank you don't really see me too often uploading replays for. I've done it a couple times, but really I don't have that many remarkable games in this tank. It's just typically there really isn't anything interesting going on that is out of the ordinary when I play this tank. But right now I am sacrificing sleep to bring you guys this video. Now don't feel bad because I'm just an insomniac in general. If I wasn't doing this, I'd find something else to do. But I digress. As you can see right off the bat, a lot of enemy tanks. I'm just swerving, serpentine, back and forth. A few shots flying overhead. I'm pretty sure that was not me firing. Shots firing and missing left and right. I managed to absorb a shell there, take no damage. I spot their artillery. Hits my ammo rack. Alright, sorry for that little interruption there. I had some technical difficulties. Basically, my replay froze up, and I basically lost part of the video file. So I'm basically starting from where it left off, and right here I get a good scout on there already. He pulls forward, allows me to pull around him and kill him just that much easier. He might have been able to get a shot off on me and kill me, but he basically let me kill him for free. So, hey, I'm not complaining. Su-76, not sure quite what he's doing, but he's just kind of letting me kill him for free too. Oh, not quite. I take a couple hits here left and right, but I will finish off the Su-76, getting 2 kills for myself, one of them already being very useful for my team, and almost trying to get away here, just doing what I can. I get caught up on the ledge, probably save me. I don't know for sure, but right now I'm going to look for their other artillery. I have no idea where he is, doing that little swerve thing back and forth like I do. And so far I have basically been the all-star scout tank up until that point, finding their last artillery up in the corner of that map. He is actually an Su-76. Shot and kill me. Ended my... Well, I got scout if we win. I certainly know I got that scout medal. It's not a medal I get too often because I don't scout that often. Heavy tanks, TDs, artillery, not really the scouters. Medium tanks and light tanks, typically if you're going to get a scout medal, it's going to be on those tanks. So right now, we're doing very well. Our team is just steamrolling them. I think it's in large part to me being the valuable distraction who also managed to kill 2 of their team's pieces of armor. I mean, I killed an artillery, very important many of the time, and not only that, but I also killed I killed one of their TDs, and while they weren't the highest tiers, I did my part. I'm 7 Priest, just gonna let himself get shot here by the Churchill. My team pushing from all fronts, coming just right up the middle, also flanking around the side, and really just steamrolling this enemy team. We're up by 9-4. Basically, at this point, I don't see any hope for the enemy team. We still have most of our good stuff, and they're kind of hurting. They've already lost. I believe that is a KV-1. Yes, this is. I'm sorry. I'm still not used to that. Every time I see a KV-1 or a KV-2, I still think regular old KV. I'm old school like that. So that Churchill, about to get hurt by some arty power. I can't recall if he hits him exactly. We'll see here in just a moment. The push on the right, I'm sorry, I say right because it's right to these guys, but the western push is actually running into quite a bit of trouble, hitting Churchill and a T1 heavy. Not exactly pushovers in this game, but you know, you do what you can do, and right now they're doing all they can to hold them up. The enemy team actually making an impressive comeback. You know, despite the little bit of chaos I introduced into their lives, they are doing a good job of pulling it together and making this game interesting. Now, the M37 finishing off that Churchill knew he was a goner. Never really stood much of a chance. But this Panzer III-4, along with that T-28, don't really stand a chance against that Churchill or T1 Heavy. This Pz38nA trying to lure the Churchill into a more vulnerable position. Now, as you can see, the replay files kind of have a bit of a difficulty basically compensating when you rapidly switch between. Alright, I'm sorry guys. I keep running into technical issues. I don't know, man. That my replay file just keeps freezing up on me. This is the second time. Anyway, I'll just continue as if it never happened. So right here, taking out their artillery, Churchill just pushing around, making sure there's nothing left in the back of their base. Potentially that Su-76 is back here. I mean, he was the one who killed me, but I don't really know where he was at the moment. The other Churchill just right over here, pushing around in town, kind of having a grand old time with his 91 health left. The big issue would being that T1 and that Churchill pushing from the west, but we still got both our Churchills, a Panzer IV, and a good amount of artillery left to soften them up. But I mean, they still have a decent chance at this point. That Su-76 doing very, very well for himself, managing to get Top Gun. That you do not see too often, but the Su-76, I enjoyed it when I played it. I'm not going to lie. It was very nimble. And in a match like this where there's a lot of soft targets, except for those Churchills, those are not soft by any meaning of the word. Unless you hit them on the side like that. Not really playing that smart, but this Churchill going in to save the day. The enemy Churchill falling, going in city, chasing after this Su-76. I don't know if he's aware that the Su-76 is there, but Su-76 is certainly aware that the Churchill is coming after him. Now, our Churchills managed to take out their team, the enemy team's all-star player, that Su-76, and basically right now they're saying, get on the cap, do it, man. At this point, we really just need to take whatever win we can. The reason I stuck around for this game was because I was very well invested in this game. I wanted to basically see how the fruits of my scouting turned out, and right now it's looking pretty good. I mean, I think I gave our team a slight edge at the beginning, especially with the chaos and panic I set through the enemy team. I can only imagine, you know, the response they have with this little scout tank running around in their base and no one seems to be able to kill it for the longest time, managing to take out their arty and one of their Su-76s. I was having a field day. The other Su-76, like I said, playing very well. We're on our cap, just taking the win we can get. The enemy Churchill, I don't know where he went to. Last I saw, he was in town. Apparently he didn't put a priority on coming back to his base to stop us from capturing it. So we managed to win by base capture. And you know what? You take a win where you can get it. So not too bad for experience. I mean, it is a double, but it's a tier 5 match with a tier 4 scout. I did what I could. So personal achievements. I managed to kill 2, and look at that. The number of scouts. Basically, I scouted more tanks than could fit on the screen. Or maybe the same number of tanks. I'm not sure if this has all 15. Just one moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I at least scouted 14 of their tanks if I counted correctly. Fired 7 shots. 5 hit the target. What can you do? They hit my ammo rack. And I could have chosen to repair it, but I wanted to save that for tracks in case I needed to get right back on the move. So I took 7 hits. Rather impressive, if I do say so myself. So I get scout posthumously, of course. Top Gun goes to that Su-76, and Steel Wall goes to Ace, the Churchill, on our team. So not too surprising, those awards there. Anyway, so if you like this video, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you have a replay, send it to spanglereplays@gmail.com. If you've made it to this point in the video, I have a special request for you. If you can fulfill it, that's great. If not, hey, just thanks for listening. Anyway, so for one of my video projects, I need, well, there's quite a few in the works right now, and they're more intensive than these commentaries. But for one of my video projects, I just need a replay file of a mouse, a German tier 10 heavy tank mouse. I know some people say mouse, but I'm pretty certain the correct pronunciation is mouse. Not the point. If you have a mouse, and just send me a replay file of it. Any replay file will do, and I will be ever so grateful. I'll put the request in the description as well. And once I have one, I will amend the description saying I have one. Thanks for, if you can, thanks a lot. If not, don't worry about it. And yeah, anyway, this is Spang, and I am signing off.